Well, I was just in Miami last week, and I interviewed Trick Daddy, who's
Yeah.
also from Liberty City.
Yeah.
And he was kind of talking about, now Trick is older than
Yeah.
you, but he was talking about how during kind of the height of the D-boy era, he said it was relatively calm. Like the drug dealers pretty much kept the neighborhood together,
Yeah.
and the kids would, like, if they got good grades, the local D-boy would give them extra money. They do good in a game,
Yeah.
they'd bet on them. If they won, they gave them a little extra money. So the kids would actually use these drug dealers as kind of surrogate mothers and fathers in a way. And it kind of, obviously there's a negative part, but there was a positive end to it. I mean, knowing that you were with this kind of intense athletic ability, were the D-boys kind of looking out for you and protecting you from some of the bullshit that was happening?
Yeah. I mean, we had Trav and Bubba, some of the guys was running the John Doe game. They always came through, supported, us locally with playing football. Trick Daddy used to come to the games at Gwen Cherry.
Mm-hmm.
So we always had, the local drug dealers wasn't looked upon us as some bad role model. To us, there was the guys in the neighborhood that was, taking care of families that really even had it and giving us the hope, because that was the only way we saw like real money or success.
You yourself, did you ever get caught up in the streets, or were you always like sports?
Yeah, I was always sport. I just had a bunch of friends who was knuckleheads, and if you have the wrong people around you, they do the wrong things, and you get associated. But for the most part, man, I played for Gwen Cherry since I played Norwest Boys Clubs when I was 6. And from like 7 to 14, I played at Gwen Cherry. So for me, it was all ball.
Okay, so you went to Miami Norland High School.
Yes.
And you played both football and track.
Yes.
You were a 2-time Class 6A All-State selection, named the North Athlete of the Year in 2005.
Yeah, I am.
You were a big deal in high school. But your grades were messed up.
Yes.
Did you realize that, like, listen, if I don't get my grades up, my sports dreams are going to get derailed?
I didn't think, for me, it was my upbringing. I don't think I was bad at the grades. I was the starting quarterback of the school. It's just, growing up, I used to stay over here, my mom over here, my uncle over here. So, it was just getting to school on time and being consistent with the little things. It wasn't the work. It was just being on time and doing the little things as a kid that you rely on adults. So that was kind of what made me adult early, being to take a responsibility for myself.
Well, right, because you applied to Florida State.
Yeah.
They wanted you.
How you know Jimbo Fisher was trying to get me in?
But because of the grades.
Yeah.
Because your career, I feel, would have been a little bit different if you went to Florida State, because that's a huge football school. And you know what I'm saying?
No.
You would have been on the fast track, I think. No? You don't think so?
I feel like it was the best thing that happened to go to, Central Michigan. I feel like, because that would keep you that hunger. Have you that, most guys who go first round, they come in the NFL, they get a chance right away. People know they're going to be successful. And I think a part of the journey will come in from like a school like Central Michigan, leaving early, and still let people with that doubts. So it kept me hungry to be able to know that, you still got to prove yourself and earn whatever you want to earn out of this game.
Well, before Central Michigan, you went to Florida International University.
Yeah.
Right? But you had some sort of scuffle with security?
Nah, actually out of high school, I went to Alcorn State 2006.
Oh, okay. But before
I went to FIU.
Before FIU.
Yeah. So I went to Alcorn State. I got a scholarship from a guy, Mike McKenzie. I played receiver in the All-Star game. But I got there was like, you could be a prop, meaning you could not play and go to school. They'll still pay for the school. So I caught the Greyhound 19 hours.
19 hours?
No, no shit, for real.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because Alcorn, you got to fly in Mississippi and like drive like an hour and a half to get to the school. So I caught a Greyhound from Jackson, Mississippi, always to Concord, Carolina, where I played prep school at NC Tech prep school. And then I was able to take my SAT because it wasn't really my grades. I feel like my grades could have been higher if, like, I was in a frugal upbringing to be on time and be punctual. And I still was able to manage to get a 2.3, but, being an athlete, you got to make sure your test score, SAT, match up with it. So I think I may have made like an 830 in high school. And then when I went to prep school from Alcorn State, I was able to get a 930 and become eligible.